Hi, I'm Lynette and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be showing you a little eyeshadow palette haul. I did quite a little bit of shopping during the Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales that I was being bombarded with. I was constantly being assaulted and accosted, and finally I gave in. I bought some eyeshadows. If you like haul videos, please consider subscribing, because I do haul videos here on my channel way more than I should or would like to, along with swatches and tutorials and makeup reviews every Saturday. So if you would like to see what I picked up in my little shopping spree, then just keep on watching. Now, during the whole Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales, I mean, we really got bombarded with sales from these makeup brands. It was really like, it was crazy. The amount of emails, the amount of posts on Instagram. I mean, everywhere I turned, it seemed like somebody was having a sale. And I couldn't resist. I just couldn't help myself. The only thing that I wanted, which I bought, was the Delium Tools golden triangle eyeshadow brush. And if you missed that video, I will link it here above. That was the only planned thing, the only thing that I knew that I wanted throughout this whole crazy sale, makeup sale frenzy. And but then, you know, the sales, they just kept coming. And I ended up buying more eyeshadow, knowing damn well I need another eyeshadow palette. Like, I need a hole in my head. Like, stop it, just stop it. But yeah, so I bought some stuff. I bought some palettes. The first two palettes I bought were from Shop Hush, and you know that Bad Habit came out with a new eyeshadow palette. It's their first original eyeshadow palette. It's not a dupe. It is the Pretty Poison palette. Look how pretty. This is the box, the same as the palette packaging. That is the back. I mean, it's heavy too. Bad Habit, they always kills it with the packaging, and this is no exception. And this is their little palette. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's got 15 eyeshadows in it. The mirror, I mean, very consistent with Bad Habit and what it is that they do. And look how pretty this is. I don't know, it kind of gave me like the Natasha Denona Lila palette vibes. I don't have that palette, so I'm not quite sure. It may be some Norvina, ABH Norvina palette. I mean, with all of the purples that are in this palette, that's what it reminded me of when I looked at it. And it's just really pretty. It's really pretty. Look how many purples are in this palette. This shade right here, this purple one, Intoxicated, it's a shimmer. Femme Fatale, this lavender shimmer. This is another Venomous, another like lilac with a blue undertone. And then you have this Lethal, which is really shimmery shade right here. I'm just gonna show you a few swatches here. Just really pretty. I couldn't resist, y'all. I couldn't resist. Look at that there. And I have other Bad Habit palettes, and I like them. So, you know, I haven't given them as much love as they should get, but that's all my eyeshadow palettes, because I'm so busy running around buying more. I don't have time to even use the ones I have. But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to, where's the plastic? It comes with a little sheet. I'm looking forward to playing with this bad boy, because She's a beauty. My plan is to do a tutorial, at least one, with all of these palettes, but I might not get around to all of them. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. So if of any of these palettes, if you see one that you would definitely want me to do a tutorial with, please let me know in the comments below. So I got that one from Shop Hush, and then I also got this old one. It's an oldie. This is the Retro Love eyeshadow palette, and it is the it's also from Bad Habit, and it is the dupe palette for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette. And I've been wanting this palette since it launched, but it was always out of stock, so I never got my hands on it. I ended up buying the Makeup Revolution dupe palette, and I didn't have a good experience with that. I mean, it was pretty and all, but it just wasn't pigmented enough, and I had to work really hard and really long in order to get a look with it, and then the colors really faded pretty quickly. So then I, of course, went, as you know, I went to IMATS and I picked up the ABH Subculture palette. I used it one time and did not like the shadows that I used. I had a really hard time with the dark shades, the dark matte shades in that palette. You know, it's the same story that you've seen from everybody else that used that palette. And so when I wasn't planning on buying this, but I saw it when I was picking this one up, so I went on ahead and got it. So I love the Subculture color story. I still do. So I'm just hoping that I can use this palette and get a look out of this palette. I'm going to swatch some of the shades for you here. You know, I did swatch a couple of them and I wasn't too encouraged, I'm gonna be honest, with the swatches I did. Ooh, that was a terrible swatch. Yikes. I wasn't too thrilled with the swatches, but I don't know, this isn't looking too bad. So those are the swatches for that. I hope this is showing up. I hope it's in focus. So actually, I don't know, these swatches aren't too bad. I don't know. So I'm gonna use this palette and I'm gonna see how it stacks up to the original ABH Subculture palette and to that Makeup Revolution dupe palette. I don't think it can be any worse than the Makeup Revolution palette, and I will get back to you and let you know. And then I was minding my own business, and Miss Pat McGrath, who I believe now is conspiring to take all my money, she went on ahead and had a 25% off sale across the whole website, which, you know, is kind of annoying because I ended up paying full price for the Bronze Seduction palette. I wasn't looking to buy another Pat McGrath palette. I felt good and satisfied for the most part with all of the palettes I've already purchased, but I've always had this little gnawing inside over one of the full-size Mothership palettes that I never picked up, and it is the one that I was initially attracted to and thought I was going to purchase, and then changed my mind and ended up buying other Mothership palettes. And so with the 25% off sale, I finally broke down and picked up this palette, and it is the Subliminal palette. This baby right here, and this is what she looks like. We all know at this point, especially if you've been watching my channel, we know what these eyeshadow palettes look like from Pat McGrath. And this is the palette. This is the Cool Tones eyeshadow palette. A lot of cool tone neutrals right here, and then those 4 special shades, and this blue, which is the star of the show, which is the one that, of course, initially attracted to me and made me think I was going to buy this palette. And then I just thought about it, And I thought, you know, all of these cool tone shades, the mattes here, I'm probably not going to use very often. But it's these special shades right here, the glittery ones. I've got some staining from that Subculture palette, but I'm going to swatch some of those for you. I mean, just, oh gosh, look at this. Look at this. These are the 4 special shades. I mean, I can't with her. I just can't with her. She is trying to take all my damn money. So now that I have this palette, I have all of the full-size Mothership palettes now, which is crazy. So I'm happy to have this palette. I really am. After using the Dark Star palette, the mini palette from the Opulence collection, the companion to this palette, with that beautiful blue shade in it, I thought I would just go ahead and get this one, and I will use it. I'm gonna use it. Eventually, I'm gonna use it. All right, and so again, going along, minding my own business, and Twofaced for it wasn't even during the Black Friday Cyber Monday sale anymore. This was like, they were still having sales. Like, even after the holiday sale, there was just more sales. I guess they're ramping up for Christmas. I don't know, but damn. So Twofaced had a sale, and again, I wasn't checking for anything from Twofaced, and then I saw that they were having 30% off, and I'm like, 30%? I mean, how could I really say no to 30%? So I ended up buying a palette that I had been wanting since the day it launched, and this was many moons ago. I want to say this was last year. This might have been a year ago now that this palette was launched. When it first came, I really wanted it, but I successfully talked myself out of buying it time and time again. And then I finally broke down this year with the 30% off and decided to pick it up. And I'm gonna be honest, after I went on ahead and ordered it before it even got to me, I had regretted it. I regretted buying it. And then once it got here and I opened it and I smelled it and I saw the shades, and I was reminded of how buttery soft and smooth they were when I swatched it in Sephora like a year ago, I felt better about buying it. And it is the Chocolate Gold Bar palette. And it's, like I said, this palette was launched eons ago, and I finally broke down and bought it. And that's what it looks like. Big old mirror. I can smell the chocolates. And these are the eyeshadow shades. You all know what they look like by now. At this point, I consider it an old palette. I'm gonna swatch some shades for you though anyway. That is what some of the shades look like. These are the ones that are the most, you know, caught my attention the most. And everybody and their mama says this is a beautiful palette, that it performs really well. It's you know, so I'm going to assume that what I've been seeing and hearing about this palette is true, but of course I'm going to use it for myself and form my own opinion. But I have the original Chocolate Bar palette, and that's one of my favorite palettes of all time. So I think I'm going to like this one as well, and I think it's going to be a really good palette for the holiday season. If I go anywhere, I probably won't be going anywhere, but I could definitely see myself being able to hook up some really nice holiday looks with this palette here. So glad I got it. I didn't need her. No, I did not need her, but I'm glad I got her. And then this is a palette that I was not checking for at all. I did see one video on it, and the person swatched the palette, and I did make a mental note about, I might have to get my hands on it. And so I did. And it is also from Too Faced, and it's the Razzle Dazzle Berry Eyeshadow Palette. And that is the packaging, and it's got raspberries on the front, and it does smell like raspberries. Ooh, and I'm not mad at it. It reminds me of strawberry Pop-Tarts. I love strawberry Pop-Tarts. Anybody know what I'm talking about, Pop-Tarts? Let me know in the comments below if you like Pop-Tarts. So this is the palette, nice mirror, and then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 eyeshadow shades in here, and they're all of the raspberry family. You've got 4 shimmers and, oh, it looks like maybe 5 shimmers and 2 matte shades. And I will swatch them for you. And this is, you know, this color scheme is right up my alley. I haven't even swatched this yet, guys. I've been waiting for you. This color scheme is right up my alley, but then who doesn't like purple or berry tone eyeshadows? Like, who? Tell me who. Ooh, okay. Some of them might be a little light for my skin tone. Sorry about the janky swatches. That black one has glitter in it, like purple lilac glitter in it. Very pigmented. My plan is to come back and do a tutorial using this eyeshadow palette. And last but not least, I have been seeing these palettes making the rounds on YouTube. And I did buy one of them. It's from the brand Profusion, and it is sold at Target and on the Profusion website. And I did buy one of the palettes. This was $5, and it's an all shimmer palette. And I have yet to use it. Okay, still haven't used it yet. I did swatch it, and I'm gonna be honest, I was not impressed by the swatches. I'm sure I will definitely have to use these eyeshadows wet in order to get any bang for my buck out of them. But that didn't stop me from buying another palette. Because I have a problem. Y'all know I have a problem, okay? And I bought the big palette this time, and this is the Confidence palette. And they have quite a few that are really for holiday. They have a whole holiday. They got a bunch of stuff for holiday. And they have quite a few that are quite attractive. But I don't know. This one was calling my name. And it's got this sheet in here. And I think it's because of, it's got a brush in it, which I'll take out before it drops out. And oh, okay, not too bad, not too shabby. Very stiff and dense, so this might work. This is what the palette looks like, and it's these shades. Did I get my fingers in there? It's these shades right here that caught my attention, and then these like pukey green shades. I don't know what it is about the puke green shades, but I'm really feeling them. I'm really feeling them. So I'm gonna swatch a couple of these for you. I'm gonna swatch that, like these fiery shades right in here, and these are shimmer shades. The swatching, let me look at what I'm doing here, because the swatching in this video has been really terrible. So I'm gonna try and give you some good swatches. This isn't swatching too badly, I must say, and I'm kind of encouraged. And the palette is only $10. It's $9.99. So even if it's trash, I didn't. Ooh, this is really pretty. Even if it's trash, I didn't pay a whole lot for it. So my friend here on YouTube, Colorful Camille, she thinks I'm gonna really kill this palette in terms of judging it harshly. She says I like bougie makeup. And that's fine. But you know, my expectations are going to be in accordance with the price of this palette. And these are the swatches. I mean, very pretty. I'm sort of impressed with that. I'm gonna swatch one of these matte shades right here, and that's not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. There's another one. Let's do a light one. This like orange one. That's not shabby at all, you guys. I'm getting excited. Yeah, I've seen so many people on YouTube, including Camille, who she likes Profusion, and she uses the brush in a lot of her like in all of her tutorials. So I will be trying the brush out. And everyone that I've seen here liked these eyeshadow palettes. I was concerned about the mattes and the pigmentation, but I don't know, I'm feeling sort of kind of encouraged after swatching it. I've already cracked, I don't know how that happened. I already just cracked the top here. $10, so the packaging isn't exactly heavy duty. On the back there, it's got a little eyeshadow look you can do. So I'm looking forward to using this. It really screams fall to me, this palette. Even though we're in winter now, but it screams fall, and it's really pretty. So I'm looking forward to trying out this palette and letting you know what I think about it. All right, so that is it for the palettes. 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 6. 6 eyeshadow palettes. It is my hope that, I was going to say it's my hope that I won't be buying another eyeshadow palette this year, but I remember there is one more eyeshadow palette that I'm looking to get. It's a new release from Juvia's Place, the new Tribal palette. That palette, I'm really like, I want. The greens in that palette and the dark teal shades in that palette are speaking to me. I don't know what it is about teal and green for me this season, this year, but I'm all for it, and I'm planning to get that palette. It sold out like immediately after the launch, and I'm really hoping, it's only $20. Juvia's Place is very affordable when it comes to their pricing, but I'm holding out because, you know, Ulta right now is having their 20% off. They sent a 20% off coupon, and that 20% I believe is good for every product, every eligible qualifying product. So I've been holding on to the 20% off coupon, and I'm kind of hoping, I doubt it, I'm hoping that the Tribal palette will be released to Ulta before the sale ends on the 24th of this month. And if it's not, then, you know, I will just, you get a $3.50 coupon usually from Ulta, and it's not, Juvia's Place is not considered a prestige brand, so I'll be able to get it at a discount. Either way, I might have to wait a little longer for it, but you know, I can wait on the palette. I can wait her right on out. I waited a year to get this one and got it for 30% off. I can wait on Miss Tribal palette. Okay, that's not a problem. So once I get that, that's the only other eyeshadow palette that's on my radar right now until something else gets released. And you know, I really, in the new year, I really want to slow down and not buy as many palettes. I'm hoping not to buy any more palettes, to be honest with you, because I have so many here, all these new ones that I just showed you. I've still got the Ace Beauty Bundle eyeshadow palettes. I've got this palette. I've got palettes that I still haven't used at all, and then I have palettes that I've only used once. Like, I really want to start using my makeup. I'm planning to take off the week of Christmas, so my plan is to, you know, play with these eyeshadow palettes. Really just play with the makeup. I'm excited about them all, and I really am excited to use them. So my plan is to play with the makeup, to film it. Hopefully I can film some tutorials for you and let you know what I think about all of these palettes. So with that said, that is it. I know this video was way longer than it needed to be, but you know, that's just me. That's who I am. That's what I do here. Please let me know, were there any purchases that you made during this whole crazy makeup sales season we've been having, whether it was Black Friday, Cyber Monday, or now these sales that are currently going on before Christmas. Let me know in the comments below if you've picked up anything, or if you have your eye on something that you're looking to get during any of these sales. Maybe the current Ulta 20% off sale. I'd like to know down below. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing, because I do hauls, swatches, tutorials, and makeup reviews here on my channel every Saturday. I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope to see you again next week. Until then, bye-bye.